How's it going, everyone? Before we get to today's video, just want to let you know I got a new sketchbook coming out. Agent Solo's on the front of the book cover. It's going to be a hardcover. It's going to be available on Amazon. I will be posting that link up soon as when it's up and running for you guys to get. Also, Agent Solo issue 4 coming out. That's right, it's coming out this year also, 2025, baby. And this is what this video is all about. So you get to know who's Agent Solo, why did I create him. All on this video for you guys to enjoy. So get that popcorn out and let's go. Enjoy the video, guys. Hello, my name is Raymond Leonard, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. And I am a comic book artist. And this video is, who is Agent Solo? Why did I create Agent Solo? What did it come from? What did the creativity come from creating this superhero that I love so much? Growing up in the 80s, it was so much cool stuff on TV. But what caught me was the spy TV shows. That's right. I'm talking Mission Impossible, Knight Rider, and of course, $6 Million Man. Knight Rider was just such an amazing show. You had that slick black car kid who can talk and could do all them stunt moves. You had David Hasselhoff as Michael Knight for Agent on a Mission. I mean, the show was just phenomenal, man. I discovered Mission Impossible watching it with my granddad, and I was just mind blown about this group, IMF, the Impossible Mission Force, taking on all these tasks and didn't know if they was going to live or not. I was just fascinated over it. But when $6 Million Man hit, I was totally hooked. Here we have this man who was being reborn as a bionic man, a $6 Million Man who was super strong. And Lee Majors was that man. And as you can see, all those TV shows I just told you is what drove that imagination of creating my own Agent Man. I never forget during the grade school, I would sit at my desk and just draw Agent Solo all day long. I could not get him out my head. 4th of July, 1996, I was 18 years old. And this is the first drawing of Agent Solo when I decided to call him Agent Solo. And I didn't look back. This was my creation, and I was just so happy about what I did at the time. Now, fast forward, when I hit my 20s, Marvel, I was trying to get in Marvel Comics, DC Comics. I was standing in that line on my portfolio. It was always rejection. Then actually, as time went on, the portfolio reviews started changing. So now you drop off if they like your work, you'll see your name on the board. You never see my name on the board. And that's where it just finally clicked with me. Hey, you gotta stop this. It's just not going nowhere. It wasn't that I was a quitter. It's just that it just wasn't going nowhere trying to break into Marvel Comics or DC Comics. It just wasn't happening. And I had to really be honest with myself. See what I'm saying? I had to be honest with myself. Some people, they don't see that. They be like, "Oh, you hate on me. You hate on my dreams." None of that. I had to have a real personal intervention with myself to say, "Hey, snap out of this, kid, young man. It ain't happening." But what I did do, I took the independent route, and I'm glad I did that because it allowed me to make friends with people that taught me the business inside out. Shout out to Michael McLean and Donna McQuay, who took me in on their wings when I was really young and taught me everything. But I was still just trying to get into Marvel Comics. But in doing between the process of me trying to get into Marvel, I was still learning stuff with Michael McLean because they had their own art school that I would go to during my teen years when I was going to high school. I would come home, do my homework, and go straight to the school, which was a college. But long story short, I was able to, they seen my work improve. They was giving me short stories to do. And as I graduated from that, I was able to do my own self-published book called Gytron. He was like my Spectre Man, Ultraman character. This is before Agent Solo. And I got 90 copies and I sold them all out at Wizard World Chicago. All right, and this is when I was working at Toys R Us, and they weren't paying me nothing. So I was really on my way out the door with Toys R Us. They weren't paying me anything. Eventually, they fired me, and I was glad they did. Did me a huge favor. So I finally got another job, Sam's Club, whatever. I was able to get back on my feet. My sister, she helped me out, got me in Sam's Club as a cashier, saved up my money, and then I was able to take the initiative of doing Agent Solo. I decided to do a one-shot. I was scared out of my mind. I'm like, man, this ain't nobody finna buy this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And I was wrong. The book that it got funded in 9 days due to the release date I released it on. It took 9 crowdfunding days it got funded. I was mind blown. I was shocked, stunned, happy, cried, you name it. I cried, though I cried a lot. And that changed my life, man. That really changed my life. So, that was proof that people wanted this. They was bought this something they can to relate to what the stories I was telling. Then after that, of course, before the pandemic, I was on my way out the door of Sam's Club. But I was able to do 3 issues of Agent Solo through those periods. Especially the second book was did on the pandemic. And shout out to Raul Lightfield because he got me through over the hump. He did a variant cover for me, and that set the internet on blaze. This is the variant cover right here I'm showing right now. This is the variant cover that he did for me. And after that, man, it just took off after that. I just didn't look back. Agent Solo just became an internet sensation. Everyone loved him. Even Rob Liefeld, you know how cool it is of a legend, a comic book legend telling you he loved your creation. Even Ron Frez, he's another one of my favorite comic book artists, told me he loved my creation. He did a drawing of Agent Solo. Send it to me for my birthday. Let me see, can I pull that up? This is what Ron Frez sent to me. The Agent Solo drawing right here. And all this stuff really just influenced me, y'all. All of it. And I just, this is why I'm an advocate of creating your own stuff. But I know everyone is not going to be a creator. You know what I'm saying? But I'm making this video. Hopefully this will influence anyone or motivate someone to do what I did and just go for it. Yeah, but I'm glad I took these decisions I made and went for jumping that cliff and just drawing Agent Solo. I mean, man, I think if I wouldn't did this, I think I'd still be trying to look for working at some crappy job that I really hate. See what I'm saying? I'm just glad I made that decision. So I'm currently working on issue 4, inking this page. Some people see, you got a lot of artists, new artists now, they love drawing on the tablets, but me, I'm old fashioned, man. It's Bristol art paper, board paper, with Indian ink drawing. I love hand approach. I love to feel the paper. I love to do those brush strokes with a brush with a dip ink pen. I love to use the pen liners to get those details in, and so that's my preference. This is what I do. I love drawing on paper. So no, I'm not a digital artist. I don't do the tablet thing. I'm more old school, as you can see. And when I'm drawing these pages, man, it always just amazes me. I amaze myself, when I see the final pages finished. It's nothing like just having that imagination in your head and you're putting this all on paper, and when you see the final results, you'll be like, oh my God, I did this. So I'm always surprised at myself. I love to challenge myself when I'm drawing these pages. And these are characters that I created from my head, and from the big childhood of mine I had of watching all those TV shows like $6 Million Man, Mission Impossible, Knight Rider. All that consuming just made my world bigger and creating all these characters, and I'm just having the time of my life. I mean, I love doing this. I really do love it. I want Agent Solo to be nothing but all-out action. No cookie cutting, no just talking heads, boring books, people just standing around not doing anything. I want my comic book to be awesome. That's with a lot of action. As you can see, you have to work with a lot of tools when you want every page to be very sharp, crisp, and neat. When you're inking, and like when you doing circles, like as you can see, I'm working on his emblem, his chest emblem right now. I use the circle templates because I want everything to be on point. I want my pages to look sharp. I want quality. You see what I'm saying? And that when I'm working on these pages, I take the most time to make sure that each panel is perfectly done great, as I can say. Because some people, when they create comic books, when they think indie, they're thinking just an indie book, very amateurish. No, not with my book. My book is going to sit up there with a Marvel comic book. It's going to sit up there on the shelf with a DC comic book. It's going to run with the best of them. And that is my mentality. I want to make the best quality comic book ever. Especially coming from an independent, I want my books to be a certain way. Because this got my name on it. This is my curation. And I know what I want. I want my books to be the best. In order to be the best, you learn from the best. And you put that, what you learn from the best that you learn from, you put it towards your work, and it will show. It's hard. It's hard making comic books, but it's not hard if you love it. But it's very hard, because you're doing panel to panel. You got to make the story flow and move well. You got to set up the whole entire composition of what you're going for. I mean, it's very tough work, and I'm not going to sugarcoat and tell people, oh, it's better, it's great, which it is. I love comic books. I love it's a passion, but I can't speak for everyone else because everyone else is different. But I love making comic books. I love telling the stories. It's like I'm the director. I'm calling the shots, and I'm able to put those shots I'm calling on paper. And I love every bit of it, man. And as you see, I'm inking this page right now of Agent Solo. He's in a pickle. But it's best to believe it's action. It's action involved in each panel. So, yeah, man. Comic books is hard, but I love what I'm doing. Like I said, I want my books to be all about action, drama, suspense. Yeah, of course, it's going to have talking in there, and people talk, but it's not going to be talking your ear off and being boring. So it's not going to be a bore fest. All action, baby. A macho show. Agent Solo. like $6 Million Man, Steve Austin was an astronaut. My Bionic Man was a soldier. His name was Jackson Bryce. Now, Jackson Bryce, he was a soldier, a man barely alive. Project Genesis, New Genesis, rebuilt him with bionic technology, making him a super bionic agent of global unit agency, tracking down high-profile super global terrorist individuals called meta ops. They was criminals that used for black market bionic technology, replacing their body parts, limbs, giving them different super abilities. And of course, he have a real super terrorist group called Hazard. The beauty of seeing my creations come to life, man, is just a dream come true. I'm talking toys, the books, the prints, getting those emails, people loving the character. This is why I'm doing this. This is why I created Agent Solo. This is why I love just drawing the character, doing sketches. You know, this is my why. This is why I chose to be a creator, to create characters that look like me, to create stories that I can identify with, that I want to see, that you don't see anymore. You don't see a lot of action-packed comic books with double-page spreads and big splash pages that just look so awesome. You don't really get that anymore. But I said, I'm a creator. I can do it. I can do that. And here we are, Agent Solo. And I hope that you be a part of it when I launch issue 4, along with the other issues. For those who haven't gotten the books, you'll be able to get it. But I hope you like this video. Leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you again soon. Raymond, I'm out. Pencils down, paper down. Agent Solo.